What's crack-a-lackin', my 80s and 90s babies? We're back. So I took Friday off of work because my son had a track meet. So that's why I didn't record yesterday, from the truck. And that recording kind of sucked anyhow because the microphone isn't the greatest. And I don't think I had it set up in the right spot. I mean, it kept cutting out, and I wasn't really happy with the quality, but I put it out anyhow because I talked for over an hour, and I wasn't going to do that for nothing and just have to delete it. So that's why that went out and didn't sound that great. I tried putting it through some kind of website AI type stuff to kind of clean it up, but I don't know, it worked a little bit, but hopefully I can get a better mic and one that's not going to pick up like all the truck noise and not crackle and cut out. So it was just a cheapo Walmart one that was like $15 or something. And yeah. So anyhow, it's Saturday, not Friday, and not a whole lot going on today. Just kind of a lazy day. I'm walking around like a old man because yesterday after we got back, I was running stuff up and down from the basement. Just some things we had to do, and I made too many trips or something because I woke up today and my calves are burning. I mean, it feels like I'm getting hit in the back of the legs with a baseball bat. It's like when I went to the gym for the first time in 25 years with my son and tried to show him what's up. I paid for it the next day. I could barely walk, and I can barely walk today. It's like, I don't know, I'm walking straight leg through the house. Hurts to do anything except walk straight. I can't like really step down or step up. I don't know. Getting real old's gonna suck if this is the way it is, but I guess I need to go back to the gym, and that's a good sign right there when I just exercise a little bit for one day, going up and down stairs, and yeah, it hurts that bad. So anyhow, tomorrow's Mother's Day, and my mom's gone for the weekend, and she called. She's 75 years old, and she called to let me know where she's going and if that was going to be okay. I'm like, you're a grown-ass woman. You can make your own decisions. She's like, oh, yeah. So the other day, she asked me if I would tell her if she's going senile. And I don't know. I mean, if I did, would she believe me anyhow? So I just told her no. And, yeah, I don't know why I brought that up. I don't really have anything to go on after that. I thought it was funny because, a grown-ass woman asking for permission to go somewhere. So now that my dad's gone, she can actually go do the things that she wants to without him like dragging her back. So it's good for her. But now that she is getting older, she's lost her filter, and the good old Baptist church lady just lets the curse words fly every once in a while, and she definitely speaks her mind now, which she never used to. She used to just not say anything that would get her in trouble with my dad, but now, yeah, she doesn't care whose feelings she hurts. I've had to put her in check a couple times and be like, yo, you can't be saying that. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. I knew when I said it, I shouldn't have said it. And I just put my foot in my mouth. And I'm like, yeah, calm it down, lady. Even her sisters are like, yeah, she has no filter anymore. Like, yeah, I noticed. She's a lot cooler now. But Anyhow, this is probably going to be a short one. The wife's asleep, so I figured I'd sneak out to the garage where it's quiet. And normally I'd sit out on the front porch and do one of these, but traffic's just been insane. We live on a highway, so it's way too much noise. More noise than the truck would have been. So, but the garage is a little bit quieter. Found from the ice storm when all the trees came down and everything in the backyard, we've still got a whole lot of them back there. And one of them is actually up against the garage, the back of the garage, just barely touching it, nothing that did any damage. But saw today out our kitchen or our dining room window that some robins had built a nest right there. They got 4 eggs in it. And so I started shooting some shorts for YouTube. And I'm going to do it every day until the eggs hatch, so everybody can kind of see the progression. It's kind of cool to be able to, it's only 2 feet from the window, basically. You can see right down in the nest. The mom freaks out and starts chirping away when you get close, and she flies off. But, if they can hatch before the squirrels find it, that'd be kind of cool. So, I don't know. The older I get, the more fascinated I am with stupid shit, I guess. But nature's cool. My dream home is to just have a nice home out in the woods with a huge deck that's like way up, probably 25, 30 feet above the ground, and just overlooks the woods. Have a clearing for a backyard, maybe a big fire pit down there, and have a hot tub on the deck, a sauna. That'd be dope. But and we actually looked at a house like that back 5-6 years ago, I think, in the same town we live, but it's like off in the woods. And it was an A-frame house, which was fine with me, but my wife wasn't a big fan. And I would have moved in there, but at the time we still had the kids, and I think it was only a 2-bedroom house, and just tiny. It wasn't huge on the inside, but it had a sauna inside the house. It only had like a two grill stove, and just a tiny little kitchen. But then the living room had floor to ceiling windows that looked out onto the deck. And the view was crazy awesome. It was a 2-tiered deck. So, not 2-tiered, but it had the top level, and then it had a bottom level where you could walk out of the basement onto another deck. And it was a wraparound deck, and something about decks. I like decks. But I just pictured myself, getting up in the morning, walking out there, sitting down, having my coffee, listening to the birds chirp away. And, Mother Nature, baby. Can't beat it. And no traffic. Don't have to listen to cars. Even though I grew up in the city, not really a city, it's just a small town, but I grew up in town. And we had a stop sign, like right on the corner, because our house was on the corner of the block. So all night, people would come up, and my room faced that stop sign. So people would come up, stop with their bass going, or their shit-ass vehicle that was backfiring, and they'd have to come to a stop right there by my bedroom. And I don't know, I got used to it, but because we had, on the other side of the house was this guy had a like a 3-story house that he turned into apartments. And there was this one little person who was an angry motherfucker because kids always made fun of him. And so it like turned him into this bitter ass person. And he'd constantly yell at people. Well, he got in an argument with somebody. I don't know who it was. But it was late at night, and somebody stuffed a rag in his gas tank. He had an old-ass big Suburban with the blocks on the pedals and everything so he could drive. And the funny thing is, his wife was like almost 6 feet tall and probably 250. I mean, she was a big girl, and he was all of, I don't know, 3'9". I don't even think he was 4 feet tall. But he'd stand there next to her with his hands over his head, hugging her, and his hands would be in her back pockets of her pants. And they were over his head. So, weird thing to look at, it's love, whatever, it comes in many forms. But anyhow, he pissed somebody off enough where they shoved a rag in his gas tank and lit it at night and blew that thing up. And I didn't wake up. That's how used to all the loud noises and racket. They had fire trucks and everything, I guess. I slept right through it. My parents told me about it the next day. So, I don't know. So I can sleep through the traffic, but it's just annoying. And I like being out in nature. Peace and quiet. I like to hear nature. That's one of the only reasons I like going hunting as a kid. Because I could just go out into nature, sit there, listen to everything just going around, but no cars and no people. It's probably why I like driving truck, because it's just me, myself, and I in the truck. I could not listen to anything if I want to. I can listen to stuff if I want to. Usually I've got like a podcast on or something, Rogan or Your Mom's House or Theo Vaughn or whatever. But a lot of the times it's just background noise. And I'm just, scanning everything, looking at nature. But I don't have to listen to anybody in my ear if I don't want to. And that's nice. It's kind of like being your own boss without the hassle of being your own boss. Because I'm just out doing my thing. And as long as I get my job done, nobody gives me shit. So, it's pretty nice. But, I don't know. That's about all I got. Oh, yeah. Ideas for the next video. I didn't get another video out because it's been hectic last couple days with the track meet. We had some other stuff going on, but so there was another thing. I'm thinking about doing a play on the whole MAGA hat thing. It's not going to be a MAGA hat, but it's going to be JC's version of a MAGA hat, and it's kind of going to have some racial undertones to it, but I think it'll be funny. It'll make you think a little bit until you get it. If you're not, let me just put it this way. If you grew up in the 80s and 90s like I did, you'll get it immediately. And I'm sure you'll think it's funny. If you're younger than that, it might take you a little bit to understand it. But, I can't fine-tune my humor to every generation. It's going to be my generation's humor, and hopefully other people get it too. I mean, we growing up in the 80s and 90s, it was a whole different time than it is now. I mean, you could say gay, that's gay, and don't be a fag, and stuff like that. And it wasn't meant to be derogatory towards those groups of people. It was just something you said. It's hard to explain if you didn't grow up in that generation, but like, it's not like we didn't like gay people. It was just you called something gay when it was stupid, or I don't know. It's so hard to explain. Kind of like when my daughter was trying to explain the whole trans stuff to me, like the difference between a trans male and a trans female, and like I was so confused at first. Now I finally get it, like which one is which. But I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I don't get, like the whole gender fluid and whatever. People can do whatever the hell they want or whatever they feel is right for them. I don't care. It doesn't affect my life at all, so do what you want. I don't care. As long as you're an adult. Yeah, I'm against the whole surgeries, the transition surgeries and everything for underage kids. I think everybody, when they're going to have any kind of surgery that can be life altering, I think they should at least wait till they're 25, till their brains are fully developed, because hormones and stuff like that make everybody do irrational things, crazy things, that they might regret later on. Not saying transition stuff is crazy, but you just might not. I don't want people to do something that's irreversible, that they might change their mind later on, Not that it really matters what I think, because, like I said, other people can do whatever they want. That's what America stands for. Do what you want. Government should stay out of it, But if it was me, I would want to at least wait till I was 25. But try telling that to a teenager, that anything you say is going to be the wrong thing, right? At least in my experience. I know growing up, whenever I was told to do something, I did the exact opposite every single time. And like when I was forced to go to church as a kid, I rebelled against that, and I haven't been to church in 20 years, and I don't believe in it anymore, so I don't know if I ever really did. But that's a conversation for another day. And yeah. So anyhow, hope you guys have a good rest of the day. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers tomorrow. Soon to be mothers. What is it? Trans males that might be having a child. I think I got that right. You understand. Anyhow, stay sinful. Just a short one today. And I'll get at you next time. Peace.